3, 2, welcome back everybody to the Peter Walsh Show. Guys, I hope this is going to be a great one for you today. I've been doing a lot of research in the last month. This is the top 5 activities you can do with a partner. And what we've done is we've actually combined all of them. So because what I wanted to get, right, is a feel of what's a good thing to do to break the ice with people, right? And even more importantly, what is something that everybody can do, whether you're married or you're in a relationship or you're just dating somebody for a few dates or even just a first date. Like, what is something that's so fucking good that it doesn't matter whether you're in a relationship or just starting a relationship or whatever it is, right? And hey, even being single with your friends, right? But today we're going to be talking about just dating itself and couples, right? So I've found 5 that are so good that this is the top 5 based on everyone. The datings, the relationship people, the married people. Boom. Some of them are actually quite surprising. Now, how I did this is I've done some research on social media. I'm on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. 5 of them. And I've been doing some research, asking people what they think, and I've narrowed it down from 30 activities down to the top 5. It's great. And hopefully we can give you some insight, guys. So, a good one is what I did was, like, when I got the last 10, I went on to my my last, what was it? Yeah, that's right, 10. And went on to my Facebook dating groups, and a lot of the people there are single, and I just put up a poll. Now again, like I said, guys, this wasn't to do with just single people. I just wanted to get the last feel, you know, because the single people were the last people on the list really to see what they'd like, right? And of course I did not exclude them, obviously. And yeah, so after the poll, after all the research, I finally have the results. So coming in at number 5, we have table quiz. That's right. A fucking table quiz, guys. And I'm delighted actually that came into the top 5 because I actually did a table quiz on a first date, about 4 or 5 years ago. So I actually met this girl in a bar, right? We didn't intend to go to a table quiz. Now, maybe it was better because it was just spontaneous. However, the research is telling me not. Right? If you actually, like, a good date, or even with your girlfriend or wife, husband, right? Go to a bar, have a few drinks with a table quiz on. It is great banter, and I'll tell you why, guys. And I can speak from my own experience on this one. When I went on the date with this girl, it was our first date, we're having a good chat. All of a sudden, they announced there was a table quiz. And we were like, oh, fucking hell. We didn't even know it was happening. Like, we literally didn't know what the hell was happening. Oh, total shock. But so we were kind of like, huh, will we do it? And we were sitting in the bar anyway, so we said, fuck it. Now, I have to admit, right, as a guy, I was kind of like, oh god, this is fucking nerdy bullshit, I gotta admit. I have to admit, lads, alright, I wasn't in on this at all at the start, but I was like, do you know what, she's kind of liking this idea. Do you know what, it's not going to hurt me, it's not going to kill me, let's do it. You know, and it might add to the date, right? So we did it anyway, and all of a sudden, the great thing about the table quiz is you hear the first question, and even for me, when I heard the first question, and question 1, I was like, oh, here, come on, what the fucking time is it now? I was like, all right, let's go. And all of a sudden, he called out the first question now. For the love of God, I can't remember what it was, but I do remember going, oh, actually, hang on, I know that answer. And I thought I did, and I went, oh, fucking hell. Actually, hang on. What the fuck is that answer? And then all of a sudden, I was naturally in. I was all in. Bang. Right? Without even knowing it. And I was literally asking her. I was like, geez, do you know the answer to this? And we finally got the answer. We got the thing right. We eventually found out. But after we got that question, he went on to number 2. And it just hit me. I went, holy shit. This has got my attention. Like, it's amazing, guys. And I'm going in as the guy now who didn't give a fuck about a fucking table quiz. Right? First question hooked me. Okay? And you know what? I think anybody that actually gets the first one is probably going to be even more entertained and more hooked because, hey, I have a chance of winning this. This is easy, right? But I'm telling you guys, it's great because I'm asking her, what do you think? And, oh, no, what is that the name of the song? Oh, really? You think so? Well, no, maybe that was his last one, his 1998 one, not the 99. Are you sure? What do you think? Now, of course, you can't take out your phone, right? Some people were trying to cheat, yes, but we didn't. So that actually added to it too, right? And it's a great icebreaker. Not that we needed something to break the ice, but it added to the night. And I can tell you guys, as an icebreaker, or to just add to the night, both ideas, it will fucking play. I'm telling you, it will. It's an absolutely great fucking time. And it only takes about, a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes from start to finish. So I highly, honestly, guys, would seriously recommend a table quiz. And forget about my opinion. The people have spoken. Number 5, table quiz. So, okay, coming in at number 4. Can't believe this one, to be honest. Hiking. Now, I suppose, look, I'm single, so maybe for me, I'm coming from that point of view. But a lot of people love the hiking. Weird, huh? I was thinking that myself. But I suppose I can see, well, hiking, I mean, okay, it's not necessarily something you do for a first date, but then again, it's different, right? I certainly think a lot of women would love a hike because it is different, right? And especially if you're the outdoors type, and even from a guy's point of view, the outdoors type, right? You'd obviously would love to try and hike. Again, something different, staying out of a fucking bar, getting pissed, or having a cup of coffee or tea, the usual, you know? So I can understand it from both sides. And obviously you're getting some air, you're getting some good fresh air, exercise, you know? You're escaping the hustle and bustle of the city centre or whatever it is. And you're getting to know each other, you know? And I think I've gone on hikes before, and I think in one way, you open up more on a hike in a weird way. Like I went with a friend before, and like we're close, but you kind of have this thing, you know, it's like the table quiz where, look, the table quiz could be good for first date, 7th date, fucking boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, everything, all of the above. And I think it's the same here, where there's a bond between you, where you're trekking up that hill together, you know. And I think it's great for both. I really do. So obviously, if it's coming in at number 4, there's a lot of people out there that want to stay fit. They want to stay away from the fucking bars, getting pissed and all that shit, you know. So that's number 4. Okay, let's move on. Number 3, visiting a castle. Now, this would have definitely come in at more lenient on the ladies' side, which is understandable. But it was actually, let me have a look there now. I'm just going to double check. So a visit to the castle was 64% female. And then obviously the rest male. So 64% female. So that's, it's close enough to 50-50. So, I mean, it's definitely a good one. So if there's any guys listening out there, a visit to a castle, the ladies love it. And I think, you know, I've been to castles. It can be a great day out. Now, you don't have even if it's a first date or a 7th date, or you're in a relationship or you're married, you don't have the bonding effect when you visit a castle, but it's still enjoying. You know, you're getting a bit of the history, and if you're into history, there's something out there. Normally the castles are out there, you know, on a lake or by a river or by a sea. So you're definitely getting in your fresh air. It's a bit of a tourist thing, so there's probably people that you don't know out there. Not that you're not going to be caught dead there, but you know, it's just you're not in your normal environment. You're escaping your city, which is, I think, it's a great thing. I mean, if you're in Ireland, there's some fantastic, exceptional castles in Ireland. I live in Cork. We've got Blackrock Castle, which is just stunning. You've got plenty around the country. You've got Ross Castle, Cashel, Kerr Castle. You've got, obviously, the castles in Dublin. I can't even remember the names now. But guys, there you go. Coming in at number 3, visit a castle. Now, let's move on. So, what do we have? Coming in at number 2. I don't believe this one. I genuinely don't. A trip to the fucking zoo. I can see it more for families, definitely. You know, but then again, actually, do you know what? No, I'm kind of having a bit of a battle in my own head about this one. I have to say, like, if I was on a first date, normally, you see, what I like about this one for a first date is normally you'd never actually suggest a trip to the zoo. Do you know what I mean? In fact, like for a guy, you'd probably be half afraid, going, "Come here, I'm not going to fucking ask her to the zoo. You mad? She think I'm a fucking freak. Who's go to the zoo? Kids go to the zoo." But coming in at number 2, baby, the runner-up spot. A fucking trip to the zoo. You know what? It actually made me think. I mean, I'm still single. I ask go out for dates. Normally for me, I'd go to a cup of coffee, cup of tea, right? Go for pints. I'd go for a walk around town. I'd do something like that. Never actually thought about going to the zoo. I just thought it was for families. But, again, guys, remember, the results are based on singletons, people that are in relationships, and people that are married. Amazing, isn't it? Oh my God. And I get it. If you're single, right, it's something different. Okay? And in fairness, look, it's great to see the animals anyway, you know? And they've always they've always a bit of walking, don't they? Like, the zoo that is down by me, Fota, huge grounds. So, like, there's plenty of walking around, and I think I'd recommend that for any singletons out there. If you're in a relationship, well, hey, Jesus, chances are you probably do the same kind of thing most of the time anyway. So why not just break it up, go to the fucking zoo? Unless you go to the fucking zoo all the time. But, you know, why not? Like, why the fuck not? You know? Brilliant. And obviously, for couples, for people that are married with kids, or even just couples that have kids, obviously great for yourselves and for the kids, to keep the kids fucking quiet for an hour, you know? So I think that's definitely a brilliant one. I never even thought of it myself, even as a singleton. So, let's get to the big one, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we? Right, the big one. This is probably going to be no surprise. Dun da da da. A walk in the park. Believe it or not, a fucking walk in the park. I mean, could you get any more simpler than a walk in the fucking park? I mean, it's almost so simple that you wouldn't think of it for a guy right now. Don't get me wrong, ladies, okay? It's so simple. You know what I mean? Now, I have heard that people out, especially with coronavirus and people were staying outside, there was definitely people going to the park and going for a cup of tea or coffee outside, you know? But, wow, like a walk in the park, absolutely brilliant. And it's typical, guys, when I'm trying to record a podcast, my fucking phone is fucking going off the hook here. Anyway, I'll give them a call back. How dare them interrupt my podcast. My God, unbelievable. So, guys, yeah, a walk in the park is definitely getting more popular for singletons going on dates. I know that from a lot of my friends that have done that. I myself have gone for the tea or coffee one, but I do know a lot of people that have done that. And that's coming in at number 1. And actually, it's got 30% more of the vote than number 2. So, wow, like, that's amazing. And obviously for couples, why not? You know, why not? You know each other already, but hey, just want to get out of the house for a few hours? Get out of the fucking house. And for married people, obviously, kids, family day out, walk in the park. Hey, bring a fucking picnic if it's a nice day and the grass is nice and clean. Do you know what I mean? Now, guys, obviously, there's a lot of you out there that are listening that are going, hello, aren't these fucking obvious top 5s? But hey, look, guys, give me a break if you are thinking that. But I think some of these are surprising, I have to say, especially coming from a guy's point of view who is single here. You know, I was very shocked with the visit to a castle and a trip to the zoo. they really stunned me. The more I broke it down and thought about it. But, you know, if you look at it from all angles, and guys, remember, these are the top 5 for everybody. These are just general top 5s. So we're not narrowing it down to just top 5 for single people or top 5 for married. This is covering everyone. Fucking fascinating. Absolutely brilliant. Excuse me. And so, guys, that's pretty much it. But I want to just round this up with the last part here. If you are single and you're looking for a partner, I have created 5 Facebook dating groups, and hopefully, guys, we can help you. Already, now we're in mid-April here, 23, and since January 23, we've opened it up, and there's over 50 success stories that I know of already, and climbing. Now, when I say that I know of already, there's probably a hell of a lot more than that out there, because people are just not telling us. But there's over 50. It's amazing. So, guys, if you want to find somebody, there's 5 Facebook dating groups. Now, remember, guys, these are not pages. They're groups. So if you just type in a search, old school dating age 20 to 28. Old school dating age 28 to 35. Old school dating age 35 to 45. Old school dating age 45 to 55. And old school dating age 55 plus. Now, the good news is, guys, because it was from request, they are private groups. So if they're private, that simply means that if you are accepted into the group, which you have to be accepted, by the way, and I'll go through the rules that we have for them to be accepted. If you are accepted into the group, then at the end of the day, people cannot see, any friends that you have on Facebook cannot see your activity. In other words, if you're talking to somebody or you're putting up a post in the group, no one can see them apart from the people in the group. Okay, so you've got full privacy in your own group with everybody else. Now, to be accepted into the groups, what you need to do is 1, have a profile photo of yourself. Now, if there is other people in the photo, that is not accepted, guys. Simply because, well, I'm sure it's fairly obvious. We don't know who you are. And with all due respect, we're not going to be traipsing through dozens and dozens of photos to figure out who you are. That's not our fucking job. Make sure you got a profile photo of yourself, guys, and it's clear. Once you have, you're in. Now, if we think there's something dodgy, and if we think that you're in a relationship already, being a naughty boy or girl, or you're married, you'll be kicked out instantly. So make sure you got a profile, and you've got to be respectful to others as well, guys, please. Otherwise, somebody will report you. We are policing this. This is not like Tinder or Bumble or POF. Now, don't get me wrong. They are huge companies, and we could not possibly compete with them. But the advantage of being small is that we've got a couple of thousands of members. But the fact that we are small, we can police it easy. Whereas Tinder have got so many people to worry about that they probably can't fucking police it. One person, never mind a million. So if there's any bullying in there, we will kick you out. What else? Now, age groups. If you do want to go to different age groups, that is absolutely acceptable. No problem. The reason of the age groups then, because some people go, what the fuck, man? Why'd you have different age groups? This is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. What's wrong with you? Well, calm down, breathe, okay? The reason why we have it like that is simply for the reason is that if you are someone who's into younger women or men, or you're into older women or men, well then at least you have a group to find older women or younger women, etc., or vice versa. Okay? So there's no problem. Now, if you don't like somebody who's in the group, let's say, give you an example, this doesn't happen much, but still, if you do end up talking to, let's say you're a 20-year-old girl, and a 35-year-old man starts talking to you, he's jumped into that young because he likes the younger girl, but yet you don't want to talk to him, well then tell him, 1, you're not fucking interested, R2, block him. R3, which I would not do anyway, guys, because just all you got to do is block him and it's job done. But if you have to resort to number 3, report, and you can tell me and I'll check out his activity. However, if he's doing nothing wrong, he's not going to be kicked out. If he harasses you, you need screenshots, guys. Now, this applies for every age group, or equal age groups, or younger, or older, blah, blah, blah. This applies for everybody, guys, right? If you do have any problems in the groups, you need to send screenshots of the bullying, harassment, whatever the fuck, name calling, whatever it is. I will not take your word for it. And I'm sure you can understand why. I can't just take your word for it, because you might be bullshitting. And the person could be squeaky fucking clean. Okay? So it's really easy. It's really easy solution. If somebody's actually bullying you, well, there's going to be evidence because there's something written down. So, take a screenshot. You have the proof, it's easy, and send it in. Alright? So, guys, I'm going to close up now. And in my closing, they're the Facebook groups. So, guys, if you are trying to get into a relationship or looking for a date, jump on those groups and we'll hopefully get you on board and you'll be accepted and, well, happy hunting. So also, guys, they're the top 5 attractions for everybody. Singletons, couples, and married couples. So I hope that helps. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya!